Hello, fellow Sharubas, and are you stuck about parking wars? Do you not understand parking wars, or are you just confused as hell what parking wars is and how you can actually make this work in your advantage? Well, I'm going to give you all of the advice you need to know on how this thing works, and it's so important, and honestly, it gives you so much goodness that you need to be taking advantage of it right now if you're not. So let's get into today's video of Legends of Mushroom, and arguably one of the best mechanics in the game. Hello, yes, fellow streamers, smash that like, comment, and subscribe. We are slowly growing. We've gone past that 50 subscriber mark on this channel. Let's hit at least 100 subs, guys. It's easy to hit 100 subs. And I know there's so many of you watching the videos, liking them, but you're not subs. So just do me a little favor, boys. You know, we're part of a family. Why not be part of my family, right? So, let's get into Parking Wars, though, because Parking Wars is a really fun mechanic, right? And you can see even mine's kind of a little bit red right now, because we've got a log on, notification is what it is. But what is this, right? What is this whole mechanic? So it's pretty simple. It's all revolves around your mounts, right? And it doesn't really impact your mounts out of game, but what it does do is give you a bunch of rewards depending on what mount you use, right? So what I can do is if we click on any of these at the top, you can just see I've got all these mounts in these weird positions, right? And at the moment you can see my plane is actually located on screen, right? It's parked in my own parking lot, right? And that's kind of what you want to do. You park your mounts into a parking lot, and this could be a public or a friend one, which I'll showcase how you can tell the difference. And by doing so all the time, it's going to generate you value, right? It's going to generate you value. But the thing is, this is not just obviously a sweet game, right? While it is kind of chilling there, what you're able to do if you're a different player in the game is plunder. You can actually break their mount or plunder their area, steal some of their stuff, and stop them from claiming any extra bonuses, right? So that's kind of the gist of Parking Wars, right? It's all about just letting things sit, hoping that you don't get, pushed off. And there's different ways of not getting pushed off too, which we're going to go over, right? So let's just break down the basics first. We're going to just break down the whole mount area first, and then we're going to break down the parking lots, and then obviously upgrading and why you need to upgrade these areas. So the mounts, right? Mounts are pretty simple. If you go into the very bottom one, it says mount remodeling. You can see all of your mount you have at your disposal, right? And these are just mounts you've either unlocked through the tiers. This could be even the mounts from your, Mount Rush skins, for example, from the Mount Rush events. You can do all sorts of things, right? And each one is going to have its own adventure reward preview, right? So you can see up here, if you move across, this is the full stuff. It has the ability to earn, right? So as it has these adventure rewards, you can see down in the middle, there's a little coin thing, right? 15 coins per minute. So this is showing what you can actually earn per minute while it's out there. And then on top of this, today's parking time, which is a very important thing I'll just mention afterwards, right? So what you can see though is after you've gone through all of that, all of these different, mounts do have different, rewards tied to them. So depending on what you want more of, you're going to obviously put your main mounts in certain places and that, right? By leveling up your mounts, right? You can level up your mounts in two different ways. That's either by letting it do its thing. So as you can see this little plane, if I click on it, I'm going to get 1,890 XP. And I'm going to get 3,200 coins. Plus, I'm going to get a red panda pal, which I don't own yet. And 5,000 coins, 42 experience bucks as well. And 11 of the clock winders. So if I just claim this, you can see I will end the current session and boom. I have just got all of those free goodies. And this is kind of why it's so good, because it's going to allow you to actually get just things you don't own. Plus, if you do already own them, it's going to allow you to level them up, right? Which is very important in Legends of Mushroom, right? So now we've got back our plane. What we can do is showcase, right? Today's parking time is 191 minutes, right? in a total day, if I remember correctly, you can do a maximum of around 10 or 12 hours parking. So what that means is you can do a full 8-hour run and you can do a bit more, and then it's going to stop you, right? And what it stops you on is these adventure rewards, right? So you can still park up, you're going to earn coins and XP, but you will not earn any of these adventure rewards, right? Someone in the comments might correct me on that time. It might be a little bit longer than 10 to 12 hours, but that's from what I've noticed from playing so far. But once we've got, obviously, our mount back, let's go into the XP, right? So you can see we've got these XP books now, right? And each XP book is going to give you 2,000. So if you wanted to level it up, boom, I can pop it all the way nearly to the next level. And all this does when you are leveling up your mounts in this area, it's your attack, HP, and defense bonus in this mode. So if you are using that mount in this mode, someone attacks you, you're going to get all those extra bonuses on top of your current ones, right? So that is the premise, let's just say the premise of all of your mounts, right? That's how you sort out your mounts, that's how you upgrade your mounts, and why mounts are important in this mode, right? So now let's go into your actual parking area, right? Because the parking area is where a lot of things is gonna decide on how good and how fast you can progress, right? So in the middle, you can see straight away there's a set parking fee. And this is one of the most important things you need to be setting, right? If you turn the little toggle, so you can see this toggle and it says on, you know it's on, right? It's gonna be on. And what you can see is the admittance is unlimited, meaning anyone in the server can use my parking lot. I can always change this to only of my family members, only friends, or only family and friends, right? But if you keep it on unlimited, everyone is going to be able to come in. But then you've got your parking fee ratio, and this is where this is very important, because whatever ratio you set while you have someone in here, as you can see, I have an 8-hour guy, and I can come over here and help claim that for him, right? Because he's chosen in my zone. And the beautiful thing is when I help claim it, I also gain some coins. I'm going to gain 10% of whatever coins he's earned because he's used my parking lot, right? So that's kind of the whole beautiful part about it. And on top of this, you can take this like one step further, right? And the reason why it's so powerful, shall I say, to, you know, go and do this in a, you know, friend's parking lot, for example, is because if we go to a friend's parking lot, you're gonna see what it looks like on your side, right? Because if I go to one of my friends and just scroll down to find one of the stronger players in here, so we'll try Capri. If Capri's got free slots, she doesn't. Unfortunate Capri, you could have been on the video and made my day, but you know, you're too busy, girl. So let's go back down and let's see if we can just find one. Mia's pretty hot too. L's hot, but L has someone in Espada and he's not paid the fee. So this is what I'm going to showcase. So he's not paid the fee, and because he's not paid the fee, I can basically attack him, right? I'm attacking that shroom, and you can see I'm attacking him, boom, 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 and I'm going to push him out of the zone. So he's not going to do it anymore, and I plundered a little bit of coins off him, right? And if you've noticed what happens every time you do that, you're going to get a debuff, guys. And this is a reduced player's attack, defense, and pal damage by 10%. Removing one stack if no battle has occurred within 13 minutes. This stacks, guys. So as you can see, just make sure you're not going too crazy because you're going to get slapped. Because what happens is if you lose a fight, you're going to get a 2-hour debuff where you just can't do anything, right? But now what we're able to do, because we've pushed him out, we can place our own one, right? And you can see this guy doesn't have a parking fee, so you can instantly put yours in, and it's up to you to defend it, right? So if we go to one of our other friends, let's see if we can find someone. So there's Jasper here, and Jasper, as you can see, he's defending this Yabas's parking spot, right? If I go to any of these, Jasper is defending all of them, and that's because he is set, as you can see, the parking fees, a 10% parking fee for that. And it's so powerful to have, because if you go into your little introduction, you can see players can own mounts, you can place mounts. Obviously be sure to obviously get your 8 hours, otherwise you're not gonna get any other benefits. But when you go into your parking lot management, you can see activating the parking fee feature gives eligible players the option to choose whether to pay it when parking. If you choose to pay the fee, the spot owner cannot plunder your mount. And you can also choose the spot owner to guard it for you, which is so good, guys. Because even if you're a weaker player in the game, you can jump into my parking lot, pay the 10%, and get me to defend, right? And if I'm defending and I'm not stronger than you, guess what? You know, you're going to get the full 8 hours of your parking lot and get all those juicier rewards, right? So that's the whole, you know, pretty much the whole thing covered, right? What you're going to do, though, is obviously get those coins, right? And you're probably wondering what to use these coins on. You get parking coins, right? So if you go to the shop section, you're going to be able to obviously see what is available. You can get the remodeling guides every day. This is going to be 25,000 coins in order to get all 5 if you want to do that. But if you kind of save them, what you can do is actually scroll down and you can see all these different decorations, right? All these different decorations, and this is what makes your parking lot better and why people would fight for a spot in your parking lot. Because with this, you can see you get safety fences and all these different like decorations for a certain price. But if we go to the decorational tab, you can see if we go to the fence and click on our actual fence, extends the parking protection duration by 30 minutes for all your mounts, right? So it just gives us a little bit of a buff, and the decorational effects of it while being inside my parking lot, you can see I get a big bonus, right? And obviously this is in use, so you can change. I can hit cancel. You can see the little wood in the background. If I click on this and hit use, you can now see the nice little railings, right? And there's different types of, you know, decorations on all of these levels, right? You can get some normal street lamps that ain't doing anything, but if you just go and grab like this one, for example, boost the probability of triggering adventure rewards by 3%. It's such a really powerful decoration to have for getting more based rewards, right? So that's kind of what you use now all your coins on. You're going to be using them over time on these decorations to upgrade, right, your parking lot. And this is going to change even the spot layout, you know, everything, how it looks. And by doing that, you're going to get more and more and more rewards for your account and for others, right? That uses the parking lot feature. So that's pretty much it. That's all you're going to need to know, right? Just place your mounts, get your time, and what you can do is then after, you know, you've got your time, hit your little claim button and pull them in, right? That's all you've got to do, right? Just pull them in. And once you've got into a good motion of that, you're going to feel pretty confident to then target the next section, right? So this is the next section of the whole parking walls, which is like the ending of the video. So the final feature we need to talk about is obviously the plundering, right? The actual PvP element of the game. So when you go into the parking lot, which is obviously at the very bottom, finding a parking lot, it's going to instantly give you friends parking lot, right? So this is all your friends in the game. And you can see everyone that has something. So even Night Spire has, like me, the same thing. 3% extra coins. If I jump into his area, you're going to see he has the parking feature, which is great. So I can now put in my park. I can obviously pay the parking fee. And the thing is, I am stronger than Night Spy at the moment. So instead of asking him to defend, I don't need him to. I'm just going to hit confirm and boom, I'm in there, right? So that's the first thing over. What you can do then is then go into other players' areas, right? You can go into, like, for example, you can try and find someone that's hot and then go into this spot and see, let's see, this guy he's in a different alliance. He's not paid for anything, so let's plunder, right? Let's just go and plunder. And this is kind of what you want to start doing once you've got all your mounts, you know, set up and you've got all your mounts in parking lots. You want to start doing this, right? But one feature that I haven't spoke about, and it's easily the most important feature, is the public parking lots, right? The public parking lots, as you can see, gives you the most stuff, right? 50% extra coins, 50% extra on the XP, and 2 times on basically the bonus, or 20% bonus on your rewards, right? So this is a very, very lucrative area, but everyone has access to it. So what you want to do again is come into this area, look around, you know, see who's in here, and you can see this guy is got over 8 hours on his, you know, thing. People needs to be careful about this, because someone could plunder this if they really choose to, right? But I'm not going to be that. He's in my own alliance. I'm really nice, right? So what you want to do is put in one of your better mounts in the public, because you're gonna get, as you can see, this 20% extra bonus. So for me, I'm gonna try and get more random red skills if possible from this, right? So if I park this here in the public, it's open attack, it's open season basically, but I'm able to go around, and we can see, look, this guy is in Reapers. We can plunder in this public one, and we should get more basically rewards for plundering him, because he's going to be generating more through the public parking lot, right? So it's that simple. And honestly, the parking wars area is really fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's really fun. You're gonna be able to just jump into this area, go around, have a look, and see if you can plunder anyone that's not in your family, because that's kind of the one thing we have as our family rule. You know, we don't plunder our own family members, but anyone else is open season, so we can't just go crazy on them, right? So that's kind of what you want to do. Keep hitting these guys, keep stealing from them, because the more and more you keep plundering, you can see I'm already at nearly 70,000, meaning only 10,000 more. I'm able to go back to the shop, and technically, if I really wanted to, I can buy another safety fence. That's going to increase my, obviously, percentage, 1 extra percent, right? It's going to help me up. So that's kind of it. Obviously, that's parking wars all in a, you know, one comprehensive guide. Hopefully, I've answered everything to do with this feature. Hopefully, I've explained it well enough, and I've not rambled on too much on 2 of the topics, right? But I've given you everything you need to know. You know what the decorations are, you know what the shop is, you know how to use the mount remodeling that feature, and you know the difference between friends parking lots and the public parking lots now, right? As well as, obviously, the PvP and debuff feature. You can see I'm already on 4 stacks. I'm fighting in this whole parking wars lot. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. My name is MrSneakyy. I've given you guys a full comprehensive guide on this, and hopefully you smash that like button and so hit the subscribe button throughout any of this duration of the video. And if you have, thank you very much, and thank you for joining the Sneaky family, boys. And until the next video, stay safe, stay sneaky, guys. Peace out.